Hi guys, today I'm going to present to you my persuasive speech, and my topic is why is vaping is healthier than smoking. So today, this is the best example of why you need to quit smoking. So I smoke the last few months. I stopped and I moved it to vaping. So vaping is the best way for you to quit smoking. It will give you a perfect change in your lifestyle. So in my past, I've been changed. While I'm walking, I have more stamina, and my breathing is, and I'm not chasing my breath. So there is no effect in your while you're vaping. So for me, vaping is the best example for you to quit vaping, for you to quit smoking. So I will give you my example of the healthy benefits for the healthy benefits of vaping. So vaping is not dangerous. Some of others is saying that vaping have more chance of having a cancer. For me, one of the doctor proved it that vaping is 95% healthier because of the vapor. So the vapor that you drop in the vaping. So in smoking, there is a risk of burning a paper, burning woods, burning the burning the ingredients inside the smoke. So it will filter the nicotine inside of it. So there is more than 20% nicotine inside the smoking. While in vaping, you only have 0 nicotine, or 3 mg, 3 nic, or 6 nic is the highest. So for me, the changes in life for you to be able to quit in smoking, you have more stamina, more taste, and you can smell the bad smell of smoking. I smoke last few months. I smell the bad smell of smoking. So many people say that ang baho ng smoke. So when I moved to vaping, I can smell it too. So that's why it's the best for you to change. That's why it's best for you to move to vaping and for you to quit smoking. So this is the fluid that is inside that is making the vapor of a vaping. So this fluid contains a liquid fluid. It contains, what is inside of this liquid fluid? It contains a vegetable glycerin. So what is the vegetable glycerin? The glycerin does carry that this glycerin doesn't carry a flavor, but it produces a lot of vapor. It contains of the and the other is flopyrin glycerin. The main ingredients of asthma inhalers. So, do you know the asthma inhalers? The inhalers. So, that's why it produced a smoke. That's smoke. So, why it is having a cloud smoke, the one that is many thick smoke. So for me to example it is because of the cotton. You will drop it to your vapor. This is the cotton that you will going to drop it to your vapor. This is the liquid part. This is the composed of glycopene and propylene and vegetable glycerin. So the coil is the one who is going to hit the oil, then the cotton is the one that will suck all the liquid. So when you press it, it will going to have the smoke. So why is it smoking is addictive? So it is because of the nicotine. And if you quit smoking, so some of you is going to go to school, going to go to work, and you can smoke at the school. You can smoke at your inside their work. So some of them are going, the mouth is going to watery, and they're some of them are getting the water of the mouth, and they want a smoke. They're chasing the smoke. So for me, I'm inside my house. So the past few months, I've been chasing the smoke. I'm chasing the nicotine of the smoke. I've been addicted to smoke. So my mouth is full of what? My mouth is getting watery. So when I finish up vaping, it is healthier because I can smoke in my house, in my room. So look, I can smoke in my room, but there is no one is reacting because this vaping is healthy. There is no cause of danger. While there is no cause of danger, it is smell good. So it's like, oh shit, oh, it smells good. Oh, what's the flavor of your vaping? Rather than when in smoking, some of the people is reacting because it has the bad odor, and it suck into your clothes, the bad odor of smoking. So I prefer to you that buy vaping and quit smoking. Start vaping. So this is my persuasive speech, and I persuade to you that start vaping and quit smoking. Goodbye.
Should privilege of teenage drivers be restricted? It's a Friday evening. I cannot wait to have my friends jump into a car to catch up with Tom's birthday party. We have barely driven a mile when a police officer greets me with a ticket. Why? I am 16 years old, carrying 14 teenagers at night and the absence of an adult. Our plan for some just failed. So it is a basic for restricting the privilege of teenage drivers. Yes, I do find merit in that reasoning. Even a teenagers differ with adults of restrictions. There is an universal desire to save life, especially of the beloved ones. So far, in fatal car accidents, teenage drivers have a poor judgment due to inexperience, carried destructive fellow teenagers driven at night, thereby losing a sister, a brother, or a favorite classmates. In addition to save life, cost by repairs and insurance are reduced in the current provisions of law. Persons aged below 18 years old are regarded as minors. This label keeps them from the elections ballot box and military uniform. But at equal fairness, it's delay at night and behind bars. With such a soft landing of minors, Rondorf's responsibility is not such a costly ticket. As a members of society, teenagers needs a much room for growth as adults. Graduated driving is such a creative way that encourage exploration behind with the wheel with a care for lives. Much like schooling levels, this program charts a learner's progress in driving while rewarding performance with advanced license privilege. If we can save life and money when accommodating youthful adventure in restricted English driver, we trust and embrace the solution.
Been confused. Wait, how? How? How does that happen? Or wait, how did my neighbor know what's happening in the other country? There's only one thing that they have and that you do not have. And it's the internet. You should maybe try getting connected. Yeah, it's as easy as that. You fill some forms and you'll get the vast knowledge that the internet provides. You will not be confused as to how things work. You could search it. And, whoa, how does this happen? And then there it is. The results are right on your palm or on your face when you're using the computer. And you'll also be informed to what's happening around you, like disasters or something, and political views, political states, state of political something in the other countries, and you'll also be aware of what's happening in your own country, like the extrajudicial killings. You'll see opinions of people. You'll be more informed. You'll be more knowledgeable in some things, and you can use it to search some stuff. Be informed. Be informed. I'm always saying informed because that's the one main point of the internet: getting people informed, and that's why it is invented, really, to communicate with other scientists here and then exchange informations to provide some experiments, those things. Then you yourself need to get connected. It's really a necessity now. So go, try it, get connected. Thank you.
Gadgets. Are they useful or not? Gadgets are more are small de- gadgets are more small devices that we use, and we could that are small devices that we can use in the palm of our hands. Now we use gadgets to communicate to people far or near. We also use gadgets to ease up our lives, such as maybe making our coffee, making a video, or even singing. And we use it for our own entertainment as well. However, there are people who use gadgets for their own purposes, or sometimes very illegal. They use their gadgets to cheat, to blackmail, or even or to blackmail. However, I still insist that gadgets are good. We use as long as we use them accordingly.
Today we will talk about what are the positive effects of teenagers surfing the net. Everywhere you look nowadays, there will be an article or a news story on the detriment of teenagers using the internet. From social networking disaster to them being scammed out of their money. However, very few people have taken the time to look at the positive effect of teenagers surfing the internet. And this is a great shame. One of the main positive points about teenagers using the internet is wealth of knowledge available to them, to which people of the past generation didn't have access. Websites that are educational or provide information on wealth of topics such as Wikipedia, Google, right, have advanced in popularity over the past few years, and teenagers from a greater part of it, those needing help on the topic of their courseworks or who are just generally interested in reading up on particular subjects, will really benefits of this technological age. Not only are millions of pages dedicated to provide educational information to teenagers, but also personal helps and information too. Growing up is an extremely tough process, and a lot of teenagers can feel alone in certain situations such as relationship or family problems. A large benefits of their surfing the net is that they can find help and advice on problems they feel too embarrassed to talk about with their families or peers. This is This in turn minimize worries of teenagers, ensuring that they perform better in their school studies and social life. That's all. That's all the positive effects. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm here to persuade you why do we need to love. If the need to love is hardwired and universal, and is also a powerful determinant of happiness, how come many of us aren't aware of it? Why, for example, don't we respond to the question, what would make you most happy? With serving others? Or showering love on someone? Done with money or being loved? The answer, in my opinion, our happiness lies in being the recipient of others' attention, love, and respect, rather than in being the donors of attention, love, and respect. For example, most of us explicitly or implicitly told that happiness lies in achieving self-enhancing goals such as career, success, wealth, fame, or power. The need to love and care for others, in contrast, is rarely emphasized except perhaps in arts. That's all. Thank you.
Personal persuasive speech. The use of CCTV camera or the surveillance cameras in public places such as parking lots, establishments, etc. Good idea or violation of privacy. Let us define first what is CCTV. Or the closed-circuit television, also known as video surveillance cameras. It's a device that is used to transmit a signal to a specific place on a limited set of monitors. And most often applied to those areas that may need monitoring, where security is needed and can be kept for a period of time for legal purposes. While respect for the privacy of a person is important, requiring the installation of the video surveillance cameras system requiring the installation of surveillance video system in public places such as parking lots, institutions, hospitals, banks, home shops, markets, convenience stores, bars, schools, hotels, airports, restaurants, military institutions, and gasoline stations. National roads, city streets, the barangays, and even in our own homes are commonly the target of criminal activities, where incidents of robbery, theft, hold-ups, especially in business establishments, possess dangers due to bad elements. The purpose of surveillance cameras serve as a deterrent to crimes and an effective measure in identifying perpetrators of crimes and actual incidents. Can be recorded to be used as an evidence in filing cases against bad elements. This also helps in the maintenance of peace and order, prevent and suppress lawlessness and disorder. Local government should encourage this idea of installing surveillance cameras, whether in public or private homes, for the safety and security of its people, and to promote the general welfare of the general public, which is greater than the good. However, the use of CCTV may be used for other purposes. It may serve as a disadvantage to some. This is where the movements of private individuals are being monitored and invades the privacy of certain people for an ulterior motives is a violation of privacy. Therefore, I still insist the huge advantage of using CCTV cameras in many areas around the world for crime prevention and of big help to trace untoward incidents that may happen in our daily life.
Have you ever been scolded by your parents by playing video games? Do they insist that playing video games are bad for you? Well, I'm here to tell you that playing video games has its benefits. First, Playing video games can increase your brain size. The bigger the better, right? Studies suggest that after playing video games for at least 30 minutes, the participants showed that increased size or increased in gray matter. The gray matter is the stuff that makes up our brain. Second, you can develop brain flexibility. Also, a study suggests that after the StarCraft players, which requires significant amount of strategy and memory, made players more faster and more accurate in dealing with activities that requires brain flexibility. Third, you can be happier by playing games. As research also suggests that after playing video games for at least a few hours a week, 44% of the participants were cured from depression. Fourth, ironically, playing action video games can improve your eyesight by increasing your reaction rate or your reaction to stimuli. And fifth, this is applied in technology firms or technology workspaces. You can actually get more work done by playing video games. Studies suggest that after 30 minutes of break by playing games, workers can have significant amount of increase in production. So, start reaping the benefits of gaming now. You should start by picking up your controller and playing your favorite game for a few hours at least. Thank you.
Love. What do you know about love? Is just love about a guy? No. Love is to show you very sincere to others. Ask God to that so. And willing to sacrifice to others. Neighbors. Love is from the God. He shows us as truly love us, giving to life on His Son Jesus for the penalty of sins. Youths are the next generation and hope. Some youths are, what do you know about love? Or did they not understand what is love and how to show it? A kind of love is only a relationship with others. Yes, we admit it. It's one of the kind of love when you are a major age or adults. Some teenagers has a very big responsibilities, like mother or father of infants. They nothing wrong about love if we using the right way. But if something about wrong love, it means using a wrong way. God never fails His love for us. The sacrifice of Son Jesus is only the big done enough. We're created of this world by the good hand of God. To have to faith to Him, to give trust Him, to give our trust to Him alone. Love is one another. He has love to give others what to need us.
Do you enjoy cigarette smoke? I'm sure that you do not, but many other people do. And not all of them are aware of the harm caused by cigarette smoke. The best way to show that smoking hurts people and the society is to divide all the negative influences into several categories. Health risk, lung cancer, larynx cancer, asthma, heart attack, esophagus, cardiovascular and bladder diseases, emphysema, stroke, secondhand smoke risk, etc. Cancer, bad breath, yellow teeth, fingertips, disgusting of hair, fingers, clots, wrinkling skin, etc. Giving up smoking is surely more than difficult than simple talking about the dangers of smoking, despite the facts that they realize the harm. Many people simply cannot get rid of the habit you have. All the chances of the world, though, to convince the smokers that life is beautiful in itself. There's no need for cigarette smoking. A myth that smoking can solve the problems of daily living should be dispelled. It should also be known that smokers' health risks are high-end. That smoking is a problem that can only be solved if they never again take a cigarette in their hand, in order to show that smoking is not natural. Tapos na!
Steady to criticize. In the level of earth and completeness, and temperature out of earth. Surface is becoming hot. Day by day, just becoming of some unquestionable habit. Human being all across the world. Global warming is the most worrying threat of the earth. Atmosphere as it is, reducing the life possibilities of the earth day by day. Through a continuous steady declining process, before planning the solutions of global warming, we must think about the causes and effects on the atmosphere. In order to make sure we are in the right direction of getting more relief from this issue, the continuous warming of the Earth's surface is the increasing issue. However, the increasing level goes to many reasons, like demonstration, use of coal, oil, burning of fuel fossils, burning of gasoline for transportation, unnecessary for use of electricity, etc., which often causes rising air temperature. Again, it becomes the reason of rising level, occurrence of flooding, cyclone, ozone damage, changer with weather pattern, fear of epidemic diseases, lack of food, deaths, and etc. Not blame any single identity for this, as each and every human being is responsible for increasing threat of the global warming, which can be solved only by the global awareness and kind effort of everyone.
My name is Ellen Vargas, and I am here to present to you my public speech about how we need to study in our lives. Study is very precious in everyone's life. All that different meanings and importance of study in their lives. Some things that we need to study to become successful in life. It is necessary to study because if we will not study, we will not get good percentage in our exams and we will not have a bright future. But I have some different views of importance on how study is important in our lives. According to me, the real meaning of study is to grab knowledge. And knowledge can be increased by reading books, watching educational program, or exploring and listening to other people. We study to take knowledge about all that we want to know. Study is very important because only by studying we get to know we get to know what we want, how we came here, how universe was made, and different species of animals, and the national heroes of nation. From this, we can conclude that study is a precious treasure of our life, and we should take interest of studying, or we should have excitement of studying. One more thing I want to share is, if you have the ability, knowledge, and willpower, there's no such power that can stop you to achieve success. At last, I would like to say that don't live to study, but live to study.
About death penalty. So, death penalty has elicited mixed feeling on the citizen globally. There are those who strongly agree that capital offenders must be sentenced to death. Here in the Philippines, crime has become a national disaster. Anywhere you look, there's always a crime that's happening. When viewed in the lens, one may think that death penalty is the right thing to do for deterring the criminals from capital crime. On the other side, may think that it would invade the dilemma of human rights. We all understand that human life is sacred and it should be treated as such. We all know that serious offenses like murders and rape generally attract a death penalty. It is known that in executing death penalty, there should be serious offense that was violated. There cannot be an exception in implementing this execution, or else those innocent people that became a victim in a specific crime could not have their justice. There is no need to comprehend that death penalty is the most effective way on dealing with those killers and rapists, so that the crimes in the country we live in will be lessened. Let those rapists and killers face the consequence of the action they made. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Christopher Ryan. I am here to present to you my public speech all about coming high school graduates. So let's start. So none of us are perfect. Some of us are just trying to get by the day. You know, all of us have problems. All of us have trials that makes life more difficult every day. But despite of all of those things, here you are ready to graduate in this school. So, my question is, are you ready? So, some people are smart, some people are not, but some people are talented in every way. So, what you need to do is this: find what you love to do, and do your best to do things that will come your way. And I want you to not be smart, not be talented, but hardworking. Because hardworking people beat smart people, and that is true. Because for me, I am a hardworking person. So that's why I am here standing in front of you, saying these things to you that you may not know, but in time you will realize. So you need to be strong. You know, the decisions you made today will define you. So the decisions you made today will get you to where you are tomorrow. So you need to be smart. You don't need to be you don't need to be talented. You don't need to to stand up to people, but you just have to be hardworking. Because if you're hardworking, that's the simplest way to raise yourself for everything. But for now, you may not understand. But when you leave this school, this high school, you will make your own decisions. From the decisions you will make when you choose your university, what course do you want, what course your parents want you to take, and of course, if you really want to go to college, well, of course, college is important. You won't get a good job if you don't go to college, if you don't have a college graduate diplomas. And so you need to choose wisely. That's the best way. And follow your heart. Wherever you go, you will not forget where you came from. Alright? And all those things that you came up, that you had go through in this school, it's different and it will be harder. And you will realize that when you go out in this school, you'll notice that the world is bigger than you think. So, my advice is, stand firm in your decisions. Always be hardworking and be strong. Because you have to be ready, stand firm in your decisions, and study hard and study harder. So that's my advice to you for all Kami High School graduates. So thank you.
My topic is persuasive speech on abortion. Abortion is one of the most debatable and controversial issue that exists today in our society. There are people who support the idea that I should be choose of each and every woman whether to do it or not. While others claim that no one has a power to decide whether to bring life on the planet or put an end to it. As for me, I have done certain research on the subject, and I found out that that there is no other right variant for me than to choose life. I will explain what I mean. No matter how we pursue ourselves, every woman that decides to put an end to her pregnancy understand that is wrong. It could be another way, as our instincts tell us that it is absolutely unnatural to decide for another human being. Um, um, whether he should live or die. Yes, they can come up with different excuses, but it in no case change change the sense of their action, the action that will cause life to their child.
To my fellow viewers, I am here to present to you my speech about should people be allowed to keep exotic animals as pet? Of course not, except for house animals like dog, cat, bird. I think it's okay as long as they're comfortable. But for exotic animals, hell no. Why? First of all, God created the life. God created the world and so the humans and the animals. We produce equally, we're just alive within a society. Imagine you're an animal. You got separated from your family, isn't lonely? Animals should be running in the wild, not in the house. Why should you care? Never think that someday your son, daughters can look animals only in the books. Because humans keep them as pet and can produce because they're in a stray. I am anti because some people use their might and capturing the animals from their home. sell and making it as pet. Sometimes humans still not content in killing animals, getting their fur, horns, and other parts of their body that valuable can be sold. So, why some animals extinct? I am thankful because there's still some people caring and protecting animals in the wildlife. Now, I want to ask this to you. What if animals can talk?